Hello, hello. It's Ben with Turquoise Trail Retrievers. We had a very exciting past week with Maya giving birth to 10 beautiful Golden Retriever puppies. 6 boys and 4 girls, each one healthy, strong, and growing. In this video, I'll take you through the first couple days, all the way through that first week, what we've seen, how Maya is doing, and how much these babies have really already grown. This whole process really starts with what we call the first tie. That's the moment we mark on our calendars, and from there we count forward, watching, preparing, and really just supporting our mom and pup in any way we possibly can. With golden retrievers like Maya, we typically head to the vet around day 55 of pregnancy, after that very first tie, and with that appointment we get x-rays, and that helps us really see how things are progressing. It's one of the most exciting parts of the initial journey is because it's the very first time we get to see and really look at the puppies. As we look at the x-ray, you can just barely make out what we like to call zippers. Those are those tiny outlines on each pup's spine. Right next to them, you'll often see faint little skulls. This is how we directly count how many puppies our mama dog is carrying. This image, you can see I've highlighted them in red to make sure that it's easier for us to spot. It gives us a clearer view and helps us try to count exactly how many puppies Maya has on the way. Knowing that number is really important for the whelping process. It allows us to track labor in real time and make sure each puppy is accounted for. So if we're expecting 10 puppies and she's only delivered 9, we know to stay alert. That way, if there's one stuck in the birth canal, we're able to kind of assess that. It just helps prevent stalled labor and avoid thinking that she's finished when she's actually not. A dog's uterus is shaped like a horseshoe with puppies developing on both sides. Sometimes they can be stacked behind or on top of each other, which makes it hard to get an exact count. But this is why x-rays are incredibly helpful. Even then, they aren't 100% accurate, and so we just do our best to differentiate each little spine, but there's always a bit of a margin of error. And with that, we head home from the vet and begin preparing for the big day. Once we are back, it's all about setting up Maya's whelping area to make sure that she's comfortable, safe, and fully supported. We use a pretty sturdy garden box where inside we layer about 10 layers deep with clean towels, whelping pads, and any absorbent materials we can gather. Everything we need to keep the space warm, clean, and ready for her. Right next to the box, we set up a fully stocked whelping station with all the tools and supplies really organized and ready for us to be able to use. That includes gloves for clean and hygienic handling, towels that we help to really dry the puppies and stimulate the puppies once they're born. We have disinfectant wipes in case we need to clean up the area during labor. We have bulb syringes and suction tools to help clear those puppies' airways if needed. We have Cal Plus or any calcium supplements to help Maya maintain strong uterine contractions and really risk the labor stalling. We also have sterile scissors on hand along with clamps in case we do need to cut those umbilical cords and help Maya in that process, just anything to help Maya. We also begin taking her temperature twice a day directly after the vet, so that's around day 55. That's one of our key indicators that we rely on. A healthy dog typically has her temperature between 101 and 102.5 Fahrenheit, but right before labor, usually within 12 to 24 hours, the temperature drops below 99 degrees, and that's really when we know to start really paying attention. This temperature drop is one of the most reliable signs that labor is approaching, and tracking it helps us be ready for when that time does come. By doing these checks regularly, we get a solid baseline and can spot that shift as soon as it happens, so Maya never has to go through early labor without us being fully prepared or present for her. We're also keeping a close eye on any changes in her behavior, so as she gets closer to labor, we watch for signs like becoming more clingy, wanting extra attention, or on the flip side, wanting to be totally alone. Another big one is we're looking for any nesting behavior. This is when she starts digging, circling, or rearranging her bedding to create a space that she feels safe and comfortable for delivery. We keep a camera on her 24/7 at this point when she's resting in the room alone, and just so we can observe if she's simply lying down or if she's up actively digging and nesting. That's one of the reasons we layer her whelping box with around 10 layers deep of clean towels and laundry. It's not just for the absorbency, it gives her something soft and familiar to dig through as she does settle in. All of this helps her feel secure, and it helps us make sure we're providing the safest, most comfortable space possible as she prepares to give birth. Birth really is a messy process. There's just no way around that. But our job is just to make it as safe and as comfortable as we possibly can. So whether that's changing linens out, making sure that it's clean, dry, and safe for the puppies. Most of the time, it's just us being present, calm, and ready to go if she needs us to step in. We can stay pretty hands-off typically, letting her do what comes naturally. But if she does start to get too tired or if things start to slow down, we do gently help her get through it. Sometimes that means encouraging her to get up and move around, so it's helping her stand, stretching her legs, or even just taking her outside for a quick potty break. Just a little movement and fresh air can help reset her rhythm, and once she's ready, we bring her back into our whelping area so that she can continue bonding with her new puppies and resume the birthing process. If needed, we also assist with breaking the amniotic sacs, cutting and tying umbilical cords, and really just keeping the area clean and safe. But again, we really only want to intervene when it's truly necessary. Dog labor really is unpredictable. Puppies might come every 5 minutes, or there could be a 1 to 2 hour gap between births. Some labors last quite a long time, especially if there's a stall. No matter how it unfolds, we're going to be right there, watching her closely, offering support when needed, and doing everything we can to give her that calm area that she needs to have from start to finish. Once that last puppy has been born, we're looking for a few key things. That all placentas are accounted for, that Maya is settling in and nursing comfortably, and that each pup is able to latch, nurse, and stay warm. For those next 6 days, we monitor each pup's early progress pretty carefully. At this stage, puppies are blind and deaf. Their eyes and ears won't open for a couple more days until around day 14. Even without sight and sound, though, they know exactly what to do. They rely on instinct and scent, using a motion we call rooting. That's nuzzling around until they find that nipple. It's a really cool thing to watch. Each pup wriggles around, their head goes in a circle as they search until they latch on and start to feed. We start to weigh each puppy each day in the morning and usually at night to make sure they're gaining weight steadily. Any weight loss or signs of lethargy are immediate red flags for us, and we are ready to step in and give them supplements or additional milk if needed. We also check their bellies and their skin tone and any activity level throughout the day, just making sure every pup is warm, fed, and thriving. Maya's care, on the other hand, is just as important. She's just gone through a really intense and physical experience and now has the full-time job of feeding and cleaning 10 little lives. We make sure that she's eating and drinking regularly, getting up and stretching to go outside, because a lot of times moms don't want to leave their puppies. So we're just making sure that she's having that time that she's able to get up and move. We're also, if she needs, she can receive extra calcium support to keep her strength up. But also, just most importantly, we're just making sure that she has a quiet, stress-free environment to bond with her babies. This first week is one of the most important times in a puppy's life. It's all about growth, bonding, and survival, and it's really cool to witness. We'll be sharing updates all along the way as these little ones grow, open their eyes, and start to wobble around. So if you want to follow their journey, make sure to subscribe, give this video a like, and drop a comment below. Maybe tell us what you'd name one of these little pups, or ask any questions that you've been wondering about. Thanks for being here with us at Turquoise Trail Retrievers, and we'll see you in the next video when these babies hit their 2-week milestone.